Lakeisha Kenya, and I am super, super excited to be here today. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to our leader and the founder of the Winning Women Network, Miss Keisha Bass, for being the visionary that she is and, establishing this platform for us women to collaborate with one another and just hang out and just pour into each other. So this is, a fabulous platform. The organization, the group is just phenomenal. So I'm just really super excited about being here today. And I have my fabulous co-host, Miss Ann Francis with me, and she and I are going to, be here with you, and we're going to rock it out today. So anyway, I want to also thank my lovely panelists that have joined us today. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to take the time out of your day to impact, empower, and inspire other women with your story. I hate to even use the word story because they are truths. So you took the time out of your busy Sunday, and we know this is family time for most people, and you chose to be here with us because you want to pay it forward. So again, I want to just tell you thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, I would be remiss not to mention our founder of the Unit of Prosperity. You know, our organization, the Unit of Prosperity, with the unit, we are a family. So whoever invited you to this live hangout today, you can just tell them, thank you for including me and, welcoming me into your family. So as we get started today, we will be mentioning income. And I want to right now from the get-go make an income disclosure because, we can't guarantee you anything. Well, I take that back. We can. We can guarantee you won't make a dime with our company if you don't get started. So that's one guarantee we can make. But you will hear stories of income mentioned. Just know that these women have done the necessary steps to earn the income that you will hear. So when you hear the incomes, just know that results may and will vary according to your efforts, because again, we don't know you. We don't know if you're going to work at all. We don't know if you're going to come through here and become a top earner. Again, we want to just welcome you, and we want you to open up your mind, open up your heart, and just take in this information. At the bottom of the hangout, you will see two buttons. One says more information. But after you hear these phenomenal truths from my panelists today, you won't need any more information, I'm pretty sure. But if you are a person who wants to do your due diligence, feel free to click the Get More Information button. Okay, and then at any time, if you decide that you are ready to get off the fence and take charge of your financial future moving into the final quarter of the year, click that Join Now link, okay? And you will want to follow up with the person who invited you. Make sure who the person that invited you name is in the link. And if not, you want to contact them because, again, you want to build a relationship with the person who sponsored you. You will want to have that kind of connection with that person because they are helping to enhance and change your life. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to just jump right in. Again, my name is Coach Lakeisha Kenya, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my story as we go along. So the first person that I'm going to start with is Ms. Chandera. Can you unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with DS Domination?
Sure. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful to be here on a panel with some beautiful women, very inspirational women. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. A little bit about me. My accent might sound a bit different because I'm from the Caribbean, born in the Bahamas, grew up in Turks and Caicos Islands. For those of you who don't know where that is southwest of Miami, right? So I am living here now currently in North Augusta, South Carolina. I'm living here with my two boys and my husband. So how I got started with DS Domination, prior to DS Domination, I was in another internet marketing company. And what happened with that company is it slowly started to fade away. The product started to lose its value. Customers were complaining. And the main thing about it is my team was not duplicating, right? So I remember reaching out to Keisha on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm looking to make some money, right? So I saw her doing all this fancy stuff on Facebook, and her team was duplicating, and they were having success and all that good stuff. So I reached out to her, and she sent me her link to say, hey, check this out. So I checked it out. I didn't got on it right away because I had something else going on. But I kept listening in on the Hangout, the Winning Woman Hangout, and I got so inspired. I'm like, oh my God, this is the group of women I want to be among. This is the group of women that I want to be around, and you guys are having success with this. So I jump on board, get started, and it's been amazing. I mean, the best part about it is not only am I having success, but my team members are. I mean, they don't have to go out and buy a new software or buy some fancy training or an extra product just to make the system work. The system works on its own just by following what's already inside of the program. So that has been phenomenal for me, and I just love DS Domination. My team is having success. As a matter of fact, my team that one of the ladies that I sponsored, she made her first sale before I did, right? So she got in and she plugged in and she made her first sale, and I was so happy. That encouraged me to really promote it and to share with others, just saying that, new people who've never done marketing before come in, join me, made their sale, had success, and that was the biggest thing for me, is the duplication. And so far, so good. That's all for now.
That is fantastic. Well, I have a huge surprise for you, and it's a surprise to me, but that's who we are. That's what we do. We are the Winning Women, okay? We are the Winning Women Network. And
you sure are.
What I'm about to tell you is that I am in Augusta, Georgia right now. So you and I will be having lunch like this week. If you could fit me into your schedule, because I am totally 6 miles away from you, okay? So that's so exciting. Again, I'm not your sponsor, but again, we're sisters. It's a sisterhood, and we are Winning Women. So why not network together? Why not fellowship together?
Right.
That's really what it's all about. You mentioned some awesome points, and the first thing that tickled me was that you were in, North Augusta, South Carolina, where I go to do shopping like on a weekly basis. This is phenomenal. I'm so excited about that. And then
Lakeisha,
also,
let me.
okay.
Oh, I was just gonna hop in and piggyback off of that with Chandira. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. Was stating that you got duplication from your business. One of the beautiful things about this system is that you can make money various facets. You don't have to recruit. You can list items. You can actually get into binary options. I mean, there's a plethora of ways that you can make money with the system, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that's one of the things that I wanted to say about basically how I got into this system. And I don't want to just steal from you, Lakeisha, but I wanted to segue and let everybody know that that's the beauty about this system, is that we can all share ideas, we come together as one, but you don't have to recruit. If you're a person that doesn't like to talk to people, you still need to talk to people to make your business, but you don't have to recruit if that's not what it is as your strength. You can just actually list. So I want to segue back into our panelists, because we have some amazing women on here that we want to all get, have some time to get to. Lakeisha, I didn't want to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off, but were you completing a thought before I hopped on?
Yeah, I was just going to say that she mentioned, another company and how that company faded out for her, and how she came over to DS Domination, and how she has experienced duplication because she did decide to share this platform with other women. So I just wanted to ask another question of you, Jandera, and that was, the training. Did you get exactly what you needed from the training, and how easy was the training for you to, start earning money? Okay, you're muted.
Are you still muted? Jandera, are you still on there? If not, we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and hop to Lysandra. She's been waiting patiently. She was the first person on our hangout tonight. Lysandra Everett, are you available, or can you hop out? Can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, I am just sick to death, okay, because Fort Gordon is home, so I got Miss North Augusta down there. I got Lakeisha hanging out in Augusta. Y'all in my house, okay, for real? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all can tell somebody. Yes, I'm Lysandra Everett. I'm an Army wife. I'm an Army brat, so Fort Gordon is where my mom retired, and so that's home. She lives in Hepzibah, so I know where y'all are. But so as far as DSD, I got started December 11th will be a year.
Oh
with
wow, you had
DS
an anniversary.
Domination. Yeah, so it's coming, and what was cool is I started it, started December, and then I was just tired. I was tired. I was worn out from doing other stuff, right? I mean, I was running, 24/7. You got kids and stuff, and I was just tired. Like, look, I'm just done, right? And so. DS Domination came along, and I'm like, okay, well, and so I was one of those that wanted to fly under the radar, right? So I joined, and I said, you will not announce me in the group, you will not do this, you will not do that until I say it's okay. So I flew under the radar for about 3 weeks, and then we went to a vacation in Vegas, right? So I finally, listed some stuff. And let me tell you, the thing about the training, when you talk about the videos and stuff, is that once I did it, all I said to myself was, oh, that's it? I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So then, so we went on vacation, and so we stayed in Caesar's Palace, right? So we got casinos all around us and whatnot. And I had my phone, and I heard my first cha-ching. I was like, shut up. Okay, this is cool. And so, for me, the real test was, can I do this while I'm on vacation and it's not interrupting my family time and all of that? And that's when I was sold, because I didn't want to recruit. I didn't want to do anything like that. But once I was, this was the thing that finally fit my lifestyle. And so I was just happy to, stand up with some pom-poms, like, woo, yes, give me a D, give me another D. And I was just been very excited about it. So it's been, I have so many people that say, okay, well, that can't be it. Yeah, that's really it. So it's been a wonderful year.
Well, Lysandra, let me ask you, what was the deciding factor that made you want to start treating your business like a business instead of a hobby? When did that
Well,
occur for you?
okay, it actually occurred twofold. The first time, like I said, I was on vacation. And I said, okay, if I can do this on vacation and it's not disturbing my family, I'm not, slow down, you guys, I got to do whatever, okay, cool. So I'm shipping items. My daughter's in the bathtub. My son's watching something on Disney. My husband's somewhere in the hotel getting us something to eat. And so I sold like 3 items. So I shipped those items like 15 minutes and nobody even missed a beat. And then the second time was when I had my first $1,000 week. And once that happened, I was like, oh yeah, it's on and popping for real now. Because I had
Yeah, your belief just goes straight up.
it really did, because I had actually set the goal for making $1,000 that month. And when I did it in a week, I was like, oh, snap, crackle, pop, this is all right. So that's when I really, decided that, okay, this is going to work, because it just fit in just perfectly. I can be on the go. I just moved, and I could do this while I'm moving, living in a hotel, got my 2 kids. We living in a hotel trying to move across the country, and you can imagine how fun that was. But I was still able to do this. And I
So
was
that's
not,
awesome.
yeah, so I didn't miss a beat, even in the whole time I was transitioning. Didn't miss a beat.
That's awesome, Lysandra. See, that's
Yeah.
what it takes. Setting a goal and striving towards it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back on to you, Lakeisha. We are co-hosting this tonight. I don't want to just be talking, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to you, the next panel.
Okay, great, great. Lysandra, thank you so much. You made some awesome, awesome points on how, you could still live life and do this business. So next person that I want to call out is Miss Kelly. Kelly, can you unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey with DS Domination? And if you don't mind answering the same question, what was the deciding factor for you that said, that made you say, hey, I'm going to really take this serious and take it to the next level?
Okay. Well, let's see. I worked one company before this, and I always had that business mindset with that company because of my sponsor in that one. And then when I saw DS, I was like, well, I can use it for use the money to help pay for like advertising with the other company. So I was doing both at the same time. But once I started making more money in DS Domination than the other company, I said, let me forget this. I'm going to drop that other company because I was not making money in it. I was losing money every month in it. And I said, this is going to be my business because I don't have to recruit. I don't have to worry about recruiting. I could just list my stuff on eBay and I can make money. I had that option to get, but I'm not having to be worried about making a team if I don't want to. So once I just started doing just by myself, and I upgraded to a higher level. It just clicked.
Yes, that's awesome. I know sometimes it's like, we kind of can get in our own way. You mentioned something that stood out to me though about selling. Did I hear you say you were selling your own stuff?
I sold some of my own stuff. I sold stuff from the dollar store. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, great, great. So, ladies, if you're listening to this, you might be wondering, what can I sell? What is it that people are looking for on eBay? And I would just invite you to just go to eBay and just put in some random names of items, and you will see that they are already on eBay. And then I want to pose a question to all the women on the panel, as well as, you could just answer this question virtually to yourself. Any woman that is listening to us out there, in men or women, because I'm sure we have some men listening to us as well. But this question is, how many of you are going to wear the same dress, that you wore to last year's Christmas party? Be honest. How many of you are going to wear the same dress? I know I just went on a cruise, and I'm not a big person who really does Halloween, but I love to dress up. And I had several costumes, but please believe me, I bought a different costume this year. So the point that I'm trying to make is, ladies, you can sell that, you can wear it today and sell it tomorrow. So if you're sitting there on the fence and you're thinking, well, I don't know what I could sell on eBay, or I don't have any particular thing, I'm here to tell you that, like most women I know, you're not going to wear that same dress again. So that could be your first item that you can list on eBay. So thanks for sharing that point with us, Kelly. And then also, Kelly mentioned that she went to the Dollar Tree and bought items and listed those items for sale, So again, that's just giving you other ways or other ideas of how to make your business, grow. So, thank you for that, Kelly. Has it been anything, Kelly, just one last thing, has it been anything that really stood out to you as a odd item that you might have sold?
I sold this. It was like a 4-in-1 bottle opener, can opener, like something, maybe someone with arthritis or something might use. I found it at the dollar store. And I paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $8. So,
okay, there you have it. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you for hanging out with us again, and look forward to seeing you again on our, next Winning Women Hangout. And as I said earlier, if you decide that, you know what, I'm ready to do this thing, click the link below this video and get started with us. You see that we are a team, you see that we are a family, and you could not join a better opportunity that is, I've done a lot of things, and this is by far one of the easiest things. So, Ann, back to you, girlfriend.
Hey, this is awesome. I'm like sitting here, got my nervous gene going. I'm just sitting back enjoying this hangout. But the next person that I wanted to bring out, I got to let you guys know, I had started with this business a year or so ago. I got in a week after our great leader, Reginald Stinson, had joined. And one thing about this business that's different from the last business that I was in, it was that I wasn't getting results. I didn't have a team. And with this business, I started growing a team. And one of the crazy things is you have access to the back office where it shows you who has joined your team. And so for me, I was making an income, and I was wondering, like, gosh, every time I would check my back office, my numbers would increase. And I looked and I saw I had a star pupil on my team that had just been a recruiting diva. And come to find out, she's on this panel tonight. So without further ado, you guys, I want to introduce one of my star team players, Miss Latanya Jones. How you doing, Latanya Jones?
I am doing wonderful, and thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And
yes, this I was like, shoot, I got to edify you because you are really knocking it out.
I know. You know what the funny thing about it was, when I started, and I noticed I got a message from you before, and you said, "Hey girl, how you doing?" And I was, looking from the previous business, and I kept saying, "Why she keep reaching out to me?" Had no idea that I was basically your second level, right? Second level?
Well, yeah, like second. You're signing under someone off of my first level, so yeah, you're about my second level.
Right.
Rocking it out.
Right, and then you told me, and I said, "Oh, okay."
And so it's like you just don't even know sometimes. You're like, well, who are these people that are just recruiting? So luckily, I was like, I'm so glad to meet you. I'm glad you are all gung-ho, and, I'm just happy to have you on this panel tonight. And this just is a true testament that you can see results. And Latanya is the result for me, just because without the few little people that I introduced this business to, she would not have joined. So I'm glad that I took action and she took action, and she really taken action. So Latanya, I'm glad you're on here tonight. Wanted to ask you the question like we asked everyone else. What was it, how long have you been in DSD? And then what was it that kind of made you start treating this business like a business instead of a hobby?
Well, I actually been with DS Domination for 11 months now. I actually came in the first week in December.
Okay.
And back in October, I was introduced to it, which I did not join then, and I completely ignored it. Okay. What stood out for me was when the person who introduced me to this business showed me how much he made right after Thanksgiving, and I said, you know what, I need to take a look at it. So I immediately started treating this like a business day one that I joined. Okay, I was one of the people who watched all the modules and listed my first 10 items all in the same day. That's how excited I was with the business. And I knew then that in the previous business that, I did have a team, but, most of my team was not getting results, and most of my team members did not have the time to commit with that particular business like they do with DS Domination. So and I was very, very mindful who I brought and introduced to this business. So I went to work myself to make sure that it was something that I can do and make sure it was something that anyone else can do before I even introduced that. Which did not take long at all because I was one of the people who had my first sale within 24 hours. So your results may vary, okay? However, I became a listing machine after that, okay? Because I had to prove that this does work, and indeed it paid off so much. Literally in like my first week, I started sharing the opportunity with other people, and just after that, the rest was history.
See, that's awesome. So you say you went on a listing frenzy. So how many items did you get listed? Like, what was your goal?
Well, eBay automatically gave me 100 items to list when I first, started with DS Domination. So I had my first 10 items up the same day, and then I had maxed out my limits within like 2 weeks, basically.
Oh.
In my sixth, and then I immediately followed the training like Roger teaches on to call and get your limit increased. And then from there, got increased to 250 items, and I had my first $1,200 profit in 6 weeks.
Oh, wow. See, income disclaimer, people. Results may vary, but the key is putting in the work and putting in the effort to get the results that Latanya has. And I can honestly say I see those results in my wallet as well. So thank you for that.
You are so welcome. And just even with the story, like you said, just building a team is totally optional. It's not required, because I have people on my team who are not even an affiliate, and they are killing it with DS Domination. I chose personally to do both because I wanted to share the opportunity as well as list on eBay. But just want to let you guys know it's not required to make a lot of money. My testimonial goes on and on and on.